Welcome back to Syracuse Aviation, everyone. Today we have the Airliners International 2024 Kansas City kind of recap summary video for you guys. So over the next few weeks you should be seeing a ton of content come out on this channel going over all the different aspects of Airliners and even before it a little bit. So be on the lookout for that. It was an awesome week and lots of stuff to look forward to going forward. But today we have the summary, as I said, and not necessarily unboxing, but I do have a special for you guys for the end of the 6 model kind of review summary here. So before I get to those though, I do have a couple other things to go over if I can find them. Obviously, going to Airliners, if you've been there before, you know that you get a bag full of stuff. So I'm going to pick out the main stuff here. We'll start with the postcards here in this little plastic. So once I open these up, I'm not going to take too long on each item because I know you guys probably don't want to, you'd get bored if I took too long. So Braniff, Central TWA. So, just a bunch of cool little planes here. Postcards, I should say. Awesome stuff. A lot of it's just advertisements for the one-day shows and stuff like that, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm just trying to find the main stuff to show you. Oh, perfect. The TWA 747 safety card. So really good condition here. I don't see any issues with it at all. So it's just the bag that you get when you register comes with just a lot of cool stuff like this to kind of start you out for the week. There is a Air Canada timetable from 1984 October. Wow. So a lot of this stuff I actually haven't looked at. So it's folded like that, stapled on this side, which is interesting. So a ton of stuff, which is really awesome. Just cool little things. You get a pair of wings to go with it. Some other little stuff as well. So I'm going to go over the models now. Before Airliners, I was actually in Indianapolis, and then we took a day trip to Dayton, where we went to MTS model store. That's where I got the Piedmont A321. I wasn't planning on getting anything. Well, going in I was, but once I got there, I didn't see a whole lot that piqued my interest. I wanted to save my money for the convention. But at the same time, I'm like, you know what? I would like to get one plane, so this is the one I ended up getting. I also knew that if I ended up wanting something more than this at the convention, I could sell this to someone and then get some money back for that. So these two are actually really good. These were released in the same time. PSA as well. The molds are incredible on this. The A321 used to not be so good, but they fixed it up a lot. The nose is much better. The quality control is really good. The wings are nice and level. Just a really good job overall on these two aircraft. So once I got the Piedmont here, I loved it so much, and I still do. It's absolutely gorgeous. Once I got this one at the convention, PSA wasn't a priority, but if I saw one for a decent price that was like as close to perfect as you could get, then I might get it. That's what I ended up doing, and I actually think I'm going to prefer the PSA a little bit more. I still love them both. They look really nice together. Gemini killed it. I mean, they did so good. The nose is improved so much from where they were. Just look at that. Sorry. It's much closer to how it should be. I don't know why it's not. There we go. I mean, it's just really good. They did a very nice job. So, very proud of them for that. Next up, we have the United 737 MAX 9 in the Eva Blue colors. This model is really nice. Usually there's a couple of gears that don't roll, but all of the gears on this plane roll very smoothly. And again, I don't care for rolling gears too much, but my issue is when they're stuck. Sometimes they're also angled a bit, so the aircraft sits funny. I'll actually give an example. With this Delta Embraer 175, You can see the main gears are tilted funny, and they don't roll, so they're stuck like that unless you bend them, and sometimes if you do that they can break off. So it sits really crooked on the ground. I'll show you. You can see how crooked that is. If these gears were able to roll, they would probably sit a little bit more level, so it is an issue. But the Max 9 does not have that, thankfully. So it's a really good plane, happy to have it in my fleet to go along with the two NG models 737-900s, as well as Continental, I can't forget about that. My main focus at the convention was to find the Edelweiss, I think is how you say it, A340-300. You guys may know I've been quite a international fanatic as of late, just getting a bunch of really cool planes, you know, the Thai A346, Tahiti A343, and now this one. This was my main focus. As soon as I got into the ballroom, this is what I was looking for. It took me a while to find it initially, probably 10 to 15 minutes of just passing by every single table, asking them if they had it, looking for it. And eventually I got to a table in the back of the room that was run by some people that I remember from the last year. It was a little pricey, I don't remember exactly what it was, but it was my main focus, and it was nothing that I wasn't willing to pay for, obviously, so that's why we have it here. Beautiful job by Phoenix. It looks really nice. Absolutely stunning. These aren't going to last too much longer. I want to say maybe 6 months to a year, if I'm not mistaken. But I'm glad to have it. I'm not really looking for, you know, relevant or modern aircraft as much as I am just cool looking international aircraft such as this. So that's why we have it. Really nice. Again, super cool. Ooh, I'm going to save the UPS for last just because, let's see. Yeah, that was the last model I ended up getting before I left. I was only in the ballroom for 2 hours that day because I have to come home for graduation, so that's what I'm here for now, which is tomorrow. So that's why I'm home early. It sucks. It was the same thing last year for my brother. Thankfully, next year I shouldn't have any issues, so I should be there for the full time, which is really exciting. At any rate, we have the Gemini 200 Breeze E195. Ever since I got the Skymarks Breeze 195 and the 1/100 scale, that was last fall. I can't believe it's been that long already. Coming up on 2 years, which is just insane. But ever since I got that one, at that time I also had it in 1/400, and I still do. It's actually back in the corner there. Ever since I got the 1/100 scale, excuse me, I really wanted the 1/200 scale to go with it, just to have all three scales that it's been released in, and here we go. So it's really nice. I've seen it a couple times in person. I saw it last year in Dallas at the convention. I saw it in Atlanta in October at the one-day show, and then I saw it at MTS the other day, and then yesterday, which is where I got this one. So I've had a few chances. I've loved it every single time and really wanted to get it. It just wasn't a priority, but this time, thankfully, there wasn't a whole lot of other models that were piquing my interest. Last year in Dallas was different because I went through kind of a retro phase. I think I'm past that for the most part now. If there's, you know, I still have a couple like the American 757, stuff like that, but I'm past spending money mainly on retros, which is good. I still like them, but not a focus. So last year in Dallas, I just blew all my money pretty quickly on those retros. But this year, I was able to kind of look around a little bit more and make more appropriate decisions, not as many impulsive purchases. After being to a couple conventions, you're not as overwhelmed, so you're not making so many impulsive decisions. You kind of know what to expect, which is good. It helps a lot. So I finally was able to pick this one up, and I'm very glad I did. This is absolutely beautiful. The mold is stunning, absolutely gorgeous. It's just, I mean, seriously, it's so cool. It's really nice. Now, JJ Skippy, Red River, Gemini Jets 1975 and I did a podcast that you guys may have seen, and we all discussed what models we would like to get or other memorabilia that we'd like to get at the convention. And I mentioned that there were some plain tails there, and I wanted to get a Sun Country one. I saw those same tails, they looked really good. I saw the Sun Country one. I asked for the price, and they were $60. To me, that's not worth it. Maybe someday, if I buy even less than this and I still have a bunch extra, I just didn't feel like I wanted to spend that much at that moment. It's just not worth it to me at this point. It's still a really cool thing to have for sure, but I wasn't ready to go and spend 60 bucks on it. I just don't see the value in it, although they are really cool. So someday I'm still planning to get one. Just didn't feel right this time, so passed on that. I also mentioned that I wanted to buy some dishware, glasses, silverware, stuff like that, mainly for Delta, like some retro Delta first class type stuff, like bowls, saucers, and stuff like that. I didn't see any there, otherwise I would have bought them, and I would have tried to transport them back here. I've done it before with mugs and stuff, and it's not too hard, but I didn't see exactly what I wanted, so I'll still look out for that kind of stuff on eBay and whatnot going forward. But yeah, so just models. Breeze 195, super cool. They're not going to last too much longer, so a really unique piece here, and I'm super happy to have it. I think I made a very good choice to get it. This is the last model I got. I was about to leave, and then I'm like, well, I'll do one more quick pass through the ballroom, and I'm glad I did because I saw this one. It was a little steep. It was 50 bucks, so for an Aero Classics, especially of this quality, not the best. But you guys know how fast those ones sell, and once they're gone, they sell for sometimes pretty ridiculous prices. And the UPS A300 is one that I need for Syracuse. They come here quite a lot, along with the 757s for FedEx as well. So I'm trying to build up my cargo fleet. I almost got a UPS 757 at MTS as well. I ended up not getting it. I don't remember why. It might have been a little pricey was the thing. Now I kind of wish I got it, because now that I have this, I'm like, well, I kind of need some other cargos to go with it. But I'm glad to have this nonetheless. It's really cool. Very simplistic. Let's actually move you guys down. Take a closer look here. I mean, it's not perfect. No model is perfect, but there are some that are very close. So, I mean, the molding is just really good. The simplicity of it's kind of nice. Nice and sturdy. Very useful. The A300 just looks so cool in general. As well as the UPS livery on it looks really nice and proportionate. So I'm really happy to have this. It's very cool. Very useful for me as well. Haven't had a freighter for a while, so this is a good way to change that. Let's see, models that I almost got that I didn't was a Concorde from 2020, I believe, Gemini Jets. It was 56 bucks. I almost got it, but I'm like, you know what? It's a little pricey. I could have got it. I didn't buy a whole lot of models this year. I had a lot of remaining money at the end of the show, but you know, not a big deal to me at all. So the special for you guys is the Delta CRJ 200. This is the old release. This is the first one in this colors, or these colors, I should say. 2016. So the reason this is special is because in 7th grade, I'm a senior right now. I'm graduating tomorrow, 12th grade, high school. In 7th grade, we put together time capsules of stuff that we would receive once we graduate. So we did get them a little bit early, which is fine, but this is it. I haven't opened this plane since I put it in that time capsule, or I should say a little bit before. So it's been a very long time, roughly 6 years. So I have had this, I've opened this model before, I've seen it, but it's been 6 years. So this is just weird. Whoa, my table's gonna fall. I better fix that. This is crazy to me. 6 years. 6 years of school. This thing's been tucked away for. Oh my gosh, dude. That is unbelievable. It's just so weird because, like, it's exactly how I remembered it. But it's been so long. It's just different. Really different. So, wow. Crazy, guys. Oh my gosh, so crazy. This is so weird. This is so crazy right now. It's a shame these are retired. I actually contacted my teacher a while ago that we did this time capsule for and asked if I could get this back. And he said, yeah, I'll try to find your time capsule, we'll dig it out and set up a time to come get it. That was like 3 or 4 years ago that I asked for that. And we never ended up doing it for some reason. He just never got back to me despite me reaching out multiple times after that. Never got back to me. So I just gave up. But here we have the CRJ2. Even if they were still around, they wouldn't be flying to Syracuse just because they haven't came here for the past few years. So not a big deal. But you know, it's just weird to have this after so long. It's so different, so cool. Yeah. So, let's see. I think that's all I have. Well, I'll show you guys some stuff from the return flights, just because I can. So let's take a look. Let's see. Okay. I'm going to start with the trading cards. Obviously, Delta, if you guys don't know, they do have trading cards that you can ask for after your flights. That one's got some sticky stuff on it. A321 from Indianapolis to Detroit. This one's interesting because it says A321 there, but it's got a picture of a Neo. And then on the back, it's A321 Neo, so don't really know which one they're going for. Then we flew the 717 from Detroit to Kansas City. That was a really fun flight. On the way back, CRJ9, I asked the pilots from Kansas City to LaGuardia. I asked the pilots if they had any. He said he didn't have any left, and then he saw me in the terminal, and he actually did have one, so he gave that to me. And then LaGuardia to Syracuse, 175, really, really cool here. It's so cool that Delta does this. And then I have a 753 somewhere that I got back when we flew from Atlanta to Baltimore in October. Even though we flew a 200, they had 300 cards, but nonetheless, still really cool. Bunch of safety cards. So, you have the Southwest, Delta 321, 717, CRJ9, and 175. And that's about it. So, let's see. Yeah, that's all I have really from this this Airliners International haul. Really, really hope you guys enjoyed seeing this. If you haven't attended the shows yet, I would highly recommend checking them out. Next year is in Atlanta in late June, just like this year. I can't remember the dates exactly, but definitely come join us in Atlanta in June. It's really, really fun. It's fun to meet everyone. Most of the you know, the whole reason, I should say, that we go to the convention is mainly for our friendships. The models are really cool and the tours and everything else. But, you know, the friendships at the end of the day are the things that keep us coming back, because if it's just models, you might as well just not go to the convention, save some money, and then go to a model store. You know what I mean? So definitely the friendship is the most fun thing. Meeting everyone, it's a lot of fun. So highly recommend trying to get to Atlanta next year if you can. Would love to meet you. Everyone else would too. So with that said, I hope you guys enjoyed today's little recap video. Be on the lookout for more Airliners International content. There's going to be a lot of it to come in the next couple of weeks. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Support the video, support the channel, like it, comment, subscribe if you would, share the video, get it out there. Really appreciate the continued support. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.